30분 동안 성경 관련 책을 읽었고 또 30분은 아침에 책들을 좀 읽겠습니다. The Science of Getting Rich, the Proven Mental Program to a Life of Wealth. The road to success is always under construction. Procrastination is the thief of time. The thief of time. Perfect happiness. Taking time for me at the end of a long day. Her caption reads, Confidence, how winning streak and losing streak begin and end. When South Africa and the world tuned in to hear the session, the horrific stories of torture, murder, and assassination were worse than most had imagined. Markets, hedge funds. A task as simple as making bread is tightly coupled as the ingredients are mixed and the yeast is added. The timing and the steps must follow in a fairly precise and controlled manner. Competing against luck, the history of innovation and customer choice. People fled, launched FedEx, urgent documents had to be handed to couriers who would then fly anywhere to meet an important deadline. Life, being human in the age of artificial intelligence, original, accessible, and provocative, enjoy the ride. So, which particle arrangements are conscious and which aren't? I slept very little that night. How your unconscious mind rules your behavior. No one paid much attention to such issues until recently, but modern studies have shown that, as Darwin observed, even people untrained in smile analysis have a good enough gut feeling to distinguish real smiles from the phony ones when they can observe the same individual creating both. Suspicious mind, why we believe conspiracy theories, and we can hardly be blamed. Perfect happiness, she shrugs for now, but more so by the deranged look in his eyes. Hoodwinked. The brain advantage. Multitasking, asset or liability. It turns out that in the middle of the video, a person in a gorilla suit marches right through the basketball players. Key to a successful retirement, staying happy, active, and productive in your retired years. We'll talk more about how to successfully manage the transition in future chapters, but for now it's relevant to highlight the reality that your typical day in retirement will likely change over time. The power of affirmation. I have a positive attitude towards the abundance. It happened at the fair. The blaze devoured the step, exposing its wooden foundation. By accepting the value he places on what he has to say, you show an understanding of him that make a greater deposit. wisdom of the heart, inspiration for the life was the living. Yet where we search for love, make all the difference in whether or not we find it. When neither parent showed the willingness to listen or to change the arrangement, complaints gradually subsided into sullen acceptance and the apathy, sullen. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, a savage journey to the heart of the American dream. My attorney seemed to finally grasp this. Going solo, the extraordinary rise and the surprising appeal of living alone. He's a retired social worker who'd spent part of his career caring for residents in a nursing home, as well as a top part of his life taking care of his mother when she was in one too. Absence of mind, as is available, but he and his book have dropped out of the conversation. Discover your inner economist. More calories, of course, mean more energy and in addition, more sin. Lifetime sin also went up when human life expectancy passed 40 years of age. How to Smell a Rat, The Five Signs of Financial Fraud. These excellent books can help you understand some of the psychology behind investing and investor. See if you can spot some of your own badness. Why do investors fall for financial fraud? Remove from the casserole and set aside. Flipping burgers to flipping millions. Even if you do not save a penny in stage 2, you will retire with several times what the average person retires with, an amount in the millions of dollars. All funds are no load except that low load funds up to 4% load are indicated with a plus. No load, no load. Isn't it time you started using their secret? In this case, I was the customer visiting a boutique in Los Angeles. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. and we drove all the way to Swindon, and it took 3 hours 12 minutes, and we had to stop for petrol, and mother bought me a milk bar, but I didn't eat it. Fight your fear and the win, a 21-day plan. After the first round, however, back in the clubhouse, he waved John over to join him and his wife for lunch, which John did. First, break all the rules, and they spend the most time with their best people. The 3 signs of a miserable job, a fable for managers. For the rest of the night, he couldn't stop wondering what Rick might want from him. If you are not first, you are last. For instance, if your life depended on getting a sale today, you would get a sale, regardless of the economy. 20-something guide to getting it together. As you grow as a couple, those invited will come, but be patient. Give him some space. Now discover your strengths. We cannot help you very much with the first region, short of suggesting that you ask your organization's leaders to read the next chapter. Traction. Get a grip on your business while the industry's occupancies are dropping. Apples have steadily increased over the last 4 years. Lifetime encyclopedia of letters, but they too must buy books and school supplies. The ABCs of success. Attend seminars that teach how to earn more money. The organized mind, thinking straight in the age of information overload. Because we need only one bit. I is the exponent which determines the amount of information. I bit. Braving the wilderness, the quest for true belonging, and the courage to stand alone. The Chibab state. Most people are surprised to learn that in addition to my research, I lead for companies and work with a team of about 25 people. Success in selling. Prepared note or impromptu speech. The more technical the subject, the greater is the need for a structured selling story. For example, in selling higher value engineering items and pharmaceutical products. Getting rich your own way. Achieve all your financial goals faster than you ever thought possible. Visit other companies in the same industry. Choose them wisely, so to become things. The distance between here and there, mind over matter, and limitation shatter. What is it that you really, really want? Business made simple. What problem do you solve? Stress management. How to manage stress in any situation. Put it into your self-esteem book. The logic of life. The minor league players were served cafeteria style and then took their trays to the first vacant seat. Why we suck. A feel-good guide to staying fat, loud, lazy, and stupid. It's just a chunk of steak with a crab cake on top, and I've been to Israel. I worked there for a summer once, and I never heard the words Israeli couscous in English or Hebrew, and what the fuck is Cajino butter? Pads of butter with paper on either side that then you stole from the Caesar's palace, all you can eat at the buffet. Full catastrophe living, using the wisdom of your body and mind to face stress, pain, and illness. Most rate their training in the stress clinic as very important to their improved health status. Still surprised. There is no greater pleasure than taking a bad moment in your life, say, having someone smack you in the face with a high velocity fruit and writing it into something that make you smile. Smack, smack. I'm just learning it, Eddie answered. Digital transformation, survive and thrive in an era of massive extinction. The U.S. military spent a third of its annual budget on maintenance. The obstacle is the way. On a hastily assembled conference call, the engineers explained that they needed just 2 additional weeks' work before it was ready. 1001 ways to be romantic. Get a kit of magnetic poetry and write the little poems to each other on the refrigerator door. Getting rich your own way. Marketing is the whole business seen from the point of view of its final result, that is, from the customer's point of view. Market and sell anything. The art, the art of work. How did Matt turn his failure into success? Experiment that challenged human nature. If you make mistakes in the lesson, the teacher will be giving you willpower, rediscovering the greatest human strengths. Therefore, it mainly affects behaviors marked by inner conflict, as when part of you wants to do something and part of you does not, like having sex with the wrong person, spending too much money, getting into a fight, or ordering another drink and then another. Stop the insanity, move, breathe, eat. Change the way you look and feel forever. After all, the AMA hadn't said so, and here I am again. Pardon me, I'll get on with it. Start at the rate at the finish rich. If you look under earnings claims in the UFOC, you'll probably find a range of gross revenues, earnings, and profit figures. 1 minute entrepreneur. The secret to creating and sustaining a successful business. Today, in the midst of the largest entrepreneurial surge in U.S. history, 4 out of 5 small businesses continue to fail. The power of your subconscious mind. Unlock your master key to success. The idea of success contains all the elements of success. Repeat the word success to yourself frequently with faith and conviction, and you will be on the subconscious compulsion to succeed. Intelligence, a creative response to now. There is no need. You can make it happen. The planets have a gravitational effect on one another. we have an impact on the lives of those around us. 12 and a half. What would you do? Priceless. The myths of fair value and how to take advantage of it. That original price still pulled the estimate of value upward. The Now Habit, a strategic program for overcoming procrastination and enjoying guilt-free play. There's no event so terrible that it can't stop me. And what would I do after that? Female and Forgetful, a 6-step program to help restore your memory and sharpen your mind. I do not recommend dairy products except for plain organic yogurt. Avoid fruit-flavored yogurt, which are laden with sugar or sour cream as a condiment. It's always personal. Emotions in the new workplace. Our age of anxiety. The central problem of our age is how to act decisively in the absence of certainty. Be prepared. A practical handbook for new days. Or you may be able to bypass the method entirely if suppositories are available. One click. You can't sell everything on your own. You need to band together with third parties. The portable coach. Stop chasing success and let it find you. Your goals will change either subtly or radically. The triumphant, turbulent stories behind how video games are made. Dragon Age Inquisition. The website Consumerist once held an annual poll for worst company in America, asking readers to select the country's most reviled corporation through a March Madness style elimination tournament. Who can you trust with your money? Get the help you need now and avoid dishonest advisors. Retirement. Determination of the future cost of retirement based upon desired spending, understanding of existing and potential resources, pension, social security, development of a savings plan roadmap based on time frame, risk tolerance, and incorporation of other goals such as college funding. Delivering happiness. Realize that it's okay to fire customers who are insatiable or abuse your employee. Insatiable. world changes. Entrepreneurs who changed the business as you knew it. But today, that's not true. The brain's way of healing. This is why hypnotists can get a very anxious person to visualize a present scene and rapidly put him into a totally relaxed state. It is also why visualizing one's athletic or musical performance can improve that performance. Dreams, hand-me-down dreams, how families influence our career path and how we can reclaim them. If you played the role of caretaker, for example, you are expected to respond empathically to the needs of others. Miracle morning, miracle morning. The not so obvious secret guaranteed to transform your life before 8 a.m. By focusing on this every day, you will begin to integrate the empowering philosophies and strategies into your way of thinking and living, which will improve your results and the quality of life. My journey from the street to the stove. Soon, though, the Muslim brothers started pressuring me to write a letter to the Nation of Islam headquarters in Chicago to ask for my ex. The companies below are expert at repairing lighting fixture from the inside out. Winning with people. Discover the people principles that work for you every time. Under what circumstance does your relationship legitimately become less important than the situation? The talent of the masters. Why small leaders put people before numbers. For one thing, he captured in a chart the shift required in each of what he called the 7 strategic drivers of the business. The startup of you. Adapt to the future. Invest in yourself and transform your career. Pursue breakout opportunities. One word that will change your life. Good team chemistry turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. The stories and the results from teams that have implemented one word have been amazing. Morning sunshine, how to radiate confidence and feed it too. I think it's because human nature dictates that whatever it is you don't have or you can do, you want all the more. The art of success. How do you spend your days? Thrive. It could also have something to do with the way that membership in a religious community boosts happiness. How to become CEO. Add one big new thing to your life each year. Adding one new big permanent facet to your life will prepare you for the presidency of your corporation. Leadership and self-deception. getting out of the box. At this, Bud added a fifth sentence to the list about self-betrayal. Self-betrayal, an act contrary to what I feel should do for another, is called an act of self-betrayal. Personal pages. They also may love having stones and crystals around them. Changing the channel. 12 easy ways to make millions for your business. Changing the channel is a valuable ally for any business owner willing to go beyond the same old marketing in their industry. Revolutionary wealth, how it will be created and how it will change our lives. Recognizing this reality, according to science, China is developing the largest plant biotechnology capacity outside North America. You can heal your life. The question, is it true or real, had two answers, yes and no. Wicked success is inside every woman. Integrity. Practice uncompromising integrity for authentic success. Blind spot. Why we fail to do what's right and what to do about it. Clearly, B was guilty. The Consulting Bible. As your career progresses and you say to a prospective buyer, I've worked with Mercedes-Benz, JP Morgan Chase, the Federal Reserve, General Electric, Hewlett-Packard, and you take a breath at that point, the prospect is likely to simply respond, that's fine. Let's talk about our operation. Recently, however, she had a disconcerting encounter of her own when she came across images of artworks online that appeared to be attributed to her. Disconcerting. The road to success is always under construction. Men give away nothing so freely as their advice. Public speaking and influencing men in business. It's easy to cry that you are beaten and die. Yes, 50 scientifically proven ways to be persuasive. How can this be explained? Harvard Business Review Manager's Handbook, the 17 essential skills leaders need to stand out. What ideas do you have about how we could improve this assignment? The authenticity code. Thank you, Josh, Rachel replied, smiling. Since the end of World War II, Parliament had been called back into session only 10 times. Only 10 times. It's okay to manage your boss. The step-by-step program for making the best of your most important relationship at work. When you deliver on that deal consistently for some period of time, you put yourself in a position to seize opportunities to go above and beyond the deal and thereby earn more. 9 minutes on Monday, the quick and easy way to go from manager to leader. Minute 8, where can I inject some fun this week? Key question. Where can I inject some fun this week? Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. We could cry, or we could laugh, or both at once. The millionaire fast lane cracked a code to wealth and live rich for a lifetime. A public speaker. The trusted advisor. Charlie and his team suggested that perhaps there were not one or 700 story types, but suggested a fairly basic segmentation scheme by store type, describing 3 types of stores. The one thing, the surprisingly simple truth behind the extraordinary results. Is how you'll plot your course through life and business, and how you'll make the best progress on your most important work. Moreover, he indicated in strong terms that the Soviet Union would seek cooperation for the establishment of a unified provisional government of Korea only from those democratic parties and organizations supporting the decision of the Moscow Conference of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs of the Allies. This book is funny, true, important, and useful, just like Tony. Focus, the hidden driver of excellence. That was laudable, but a little ho-hum. Many socially responsible companies announce global warming goals like that, ho-hum. Zero limit, and I love you. What everybody is saying. An ex-FBI agent's guide to speed reading people. Aping this behavior or using it first can serve to level the playing field for women who may be reluctant to be assertive in other ways. Dating for dummies. Have a picnic. Did what he asked back. love leadership. Vulnerability is the power. Hope the partners in the financial sector were under severe pressure. Some were merging with other companies and in some cases even shutting down overnight. The Daily Book of Positive Quotation. We are here for a very short time, guests only on this planet, not its owners. Reading comprehension. These renderings of people consist of groupings of curves and interconnected oval shape. Building a magnetic culture, how to attract and retain top talent to create an engaged, productive workforce, to encourage talented minority employees to stay with the company and thrive. Organizations can just talk the talk of minority career advancement. They must walk the walk. From values to action. The four principles of value-based leadership. Let's not forget that we are managing both the short term and the long term. Why we want you to be rich. Their behavior is predictable. $1 Billion Consulting, the professional's guide to growing a practice. Remember, successful business book sells about 7,500 copies. Shed your stop, change your life. He got significantly more done every day at a much higher level of quality and completed things more quickly and thoroughly. The psychology of selling. No, I'm not interested. Don't sweat the small stuff in love. Stop rehearsing unhappiness. Experience the power of nutritional therapy. Troubleshooting. If the above nutritional steps don't work, troubleshooting.